Here we go, everyone. All together now. The top 25 that actually makes sense. I know it's a unique and interesting concept, but this top 25 is actually based on the results on the field and the performance on the field, not preconceived evaluations of the teams during the off season that are hard to shake during the actual playing season. Right here at the Voice of College Football. Please like the video, share the videos out on social media. Yes, like the video, even if you hate my top 25. So you've got two options that I believe are valid here. You can like the top 25, understand the concept, not necessarily agree with each position. It's not flawless. It's not perfect. That ranking does not exist. You understand that? There's not a ranking out there that is flawless, perfect. I have tore them all to shreds in the past, not because they were bad rankings by other systems, but because they're all flawed to some degree, including this one. But it makes sense. It's logical. It makes sense. It can be defended. Each position can be defended and makes sense. Let's also understand that really, I think by most measurements and most evaluations by all of us, Georgia, Alabama, and Ohio State, until further notice, are the three best teams in the country. They are the three best teams in the country. And then I think there's a noticeable gap. And then there are probably 10 or 15, 20 teams that are this close until somebody, maybe Penn State or Oklahoma State or somebody like that, USC, proves to be better, or two or three of those teams prove to be better than the rest of those teams. Maybe a Clemson. Right now, the next 10, 15, 20 teams, that close. And then there's probably 40 teams that are like that close. We've seen Texas Tech beat Texas. We've seen Texas outplay Alabama, should have won the game, lost by 1 point. We've seen Texas Tech lose to North Carolina State, down by 3 scores at 1 point in the game, lost by 2 scores. We've seen North Carolina State should have lost to East Carolina if they had a kicker. And I could go on and on and on through the results that if you add them all together, you're like anybody can beat anybody, pretty much, within a 20 to 40 team span. All right, so please like the video. And if you don't like the video, call me on Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern time. We've got our top 25 that actually makes sense reaction show where we take your call. So please, instead of leaving comments down in the comments section where you criticize and critique something you don't understand and then don't even explain your position, please give me a call. We'll have a tremendous conversation about it Tuesday, 8:30 Eastern time, right here at the Voice of College Football. All right, again, Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, the best teams, not necessarily with the best resumes. This is about performance on the field, the results on the scoreboard. Who did you play? How did you fare based on a result and the performance? I looked at 51 teams. In devising this top 25 that actually makes sense. Also understand that there's nothing magical about number 25. There's nothing magical about 25. Before 1989, there were only 20 teams in the AP and the UPI at the time, the USA Today Coaches Poll. There were only 20 teams. There was nothing magical about 20. At one point during the 60s, the AP shaved it down for about 7 seasons, to 10 teams. Only 10 teams ranked. Does that mean that the theoretical 11th ranked team in the country was like not even close to number 10? No. You know what actually we should do? You know what actually every ranking system should do? Rank every team. There's no difference between 26 and 25 as 25 and 24. But we only see the difference between 24 and 25, and then so on and so forth. All right, let's get to the fun right here at the Voice of College Football. And again, Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern time for all you haters. Here we go. Number 25 is Oklahoma State. 24, Ole Miss. 23 is TCU. At number 22, Washington State. 21 is Texas Tech. Here's our top 20. Oregon State, Oregon 19, Arkansas. Oh my goodness. I'll point out 2 teams that are oh so close to being top 2 or 3 teams in the country based on resume. Arkansas, of course, blew a game on Saturday against Texas A&M. They're number 18. Texas A&M at 17. LSU at 16. They would be the other one. Flip that score against Florida State where they could have won the game at the end. LSU's got a strong resume with the Mississippi State win. All right, Michigan at 15, NC State at 14. Minnesota, 13 in the country. Number 12 is Clemson. Number 11, Kentucky. Let's get to the top 10. Bama, Washington, Penn State, Kansas at number 7. Number 6 is Ohio State. Here's the top 5. Syracuse, Florida State, Tennessee, USC, Georgia. There it is. Your top 25 that actually makes sense. Maybe I'll deliver my top 25 teams in the country. Those aren't the top 25 teams, best to 25th best. Those are the best resumes. That's what the rankings should be based on. I can always deliver for you who I believe are the top 25 teams in the country. Maybe a little bit later. Conference rankings are coming as well. There again, based on what's happened on the field, not preconceived notions. Right here at the Voice of College Football. We will see you soon.